When my wife mentioned she was going on a work trip, I didn't give it much thought at first. She often spoke about the pressures her team faced and how they relied on one another to get through stressful periods. Still, there was something off in her tone. She brought up her work husband again, a joke she had used countless times, but this time it didn't sound playful. My instincts screamed that something was wrong. Over the following days, her excitement while packing was unlike anything I had seen from her in years. She insisted it was purely professional, yet she carefully selected her finest dresses and perfume, the ones she normally reserved for special nights out. I kept my suspicions to myself, but unease gnawed at me. I resolved to investigate quietly. With some careful checking, I uncovered the hotel she had booked and discovered she wasn't going alone. Her so-called work husband had reserved a room as well. Rather than confronting her immediately, I contacted his real wife. We had met briefly at a company event, and I still had her contact details. At first, she refused to believe me, but once I showed her the evidence of the reservation, the reality hit hard. Together, we decided we wouldn't allow ourselves to be deceived in silence. We would confront them where it mattered most. At the hotel itself, when we arrived, we didn't rush in. We wanted to witness everything firsthand. The lobby was bustling, but we settled into a quiet corner and waited. Soon enough, there they were, laughing together, checking in at the front desk like a couple. My chest burned, but I stayed composed. I glanced at his wife, her face pale, hands trembling, but eyes mirroring my determination. We approached just as the clerk handed them their key cards. Their smiles vanished instantly. My wife's face lost all color, and the man at her side stammered, unable to speak. The atmosphere around us thickened with tension, drawing the attention of everyone in the lobby. I didn't raise my voice or cause a scene. I simply said, "It seems you both forgot that your real spouses are standing right here." His wife stepped forward, voice steady. "And you thought we'd never find out?" The shock on their faces struck harder than any argument could have. They scrambled to justify themselves, claiming team bonding or friendship, but the matching luggage and their hand-holding moments earlier betrayed every excuse. The truth was undeniable, and everyone present could see it. I turned to my wife. If this is what you wanted, honesty would have been the way. But lying, betraying our marriage, this stops here. Tears welled in her eyes, not from guilt, but from fear of losing the life she had taken for granted. I felt only cold determination. His wife made no concessions. She told him their marriage was over and that he would face the consequences of his actions. He looked helpless, realizing everything he had assumed was secure was slipping away in minutes. We said no more. We left them exposed, humiliated, frozen in the middle of the lobby. As we walked away, his wife whispered, "They thought they were clever, but they forgot we had the right to the truth." The drive home was quiet, yet my mind was clear. For years, I had ignored the small warning signs, brushing off her repeated mentions of her work husband as harmless jokes. Now I understood. Those jokes masked real feelings and real betrayal. When she returned home that night, she pleaded for forgiveness, insisting nothing had gone too far. But trust, once broken, cannot simply be repaired. In the weeks that followed, I focused on myself, rebuilding a life rooted in honesty rather than appearances. The pain was sharp, but it reminded me of one certainty. Betrayal cuts deep, but confronting it restores strength. My wife lost my trust, and the future we might have shared. And I walked away, knowing that sometimes the most powerful revenge is simply showing up with the truth at the right place and the right moment.